Good evening. Welcome to Arsenal, Alex. Hope everyone is good. Here to my reaction to Arsenal nil, Manchester United nil, and just having a sort of brief look. You know, everyone. I don't know. I've got sort of reaction from different people because, for me, this was a must-win game, and I think we just we had some chances. Looking at the chances, um, we had 17, they had 14. We had three shots, they had three out shots. So we just about was slightly better, but not much. So was it 2 points dropped, or was it a point game? What do you think? Let me know, and let's just see what's happening in the comments. Hello, Roger. Hi, welcome to the chat. So I've got mixed feelings about it. It's on the peppermint tea. Gotta be healthy, healthy. Let me know what you're doing. If you watch it, what you think. I'm, I've got mixed feelings because, um, this lot. Pepe should have scored. Willian should have scored. Lacazette was unlucky. Hello, Marlon. Welcome to my chat. Good evening. Hope you're good. And yeah, what time is it there, mate? Yes, hi, mate. Chris, good evening. Welcome to the chat. Hope you are. Good result for Arsenal. Mate, I disagree. I'd say good result for United, bad result for Arsenal because I know Cavani had those chances, but we played better football, more just, I don't know, it just sort of looked a bit more better free flowing. And yes, a draw is probably just about a fair result, but I'm gutted we didn't win because even though I know we missed arguably our three best players in form. Well, not form because Aubameyang not, but Saka and Tierney for sure we missed them, and I think that just shows our squad needs strengthening. We need a left back for sure. Definitely need another right back. We need someone else in midfield to support Party. Yes. So yeah, keep smashing a like, subscribing. Be really, really good. And yes, it's 12:29 here. I have work at 5 a.m. Just dropped by. Wow, Marlon, it's nice to see you. Thank you. See, are you staying up late? You have to. You don't, or do you sleep in the day? How? Times on. Cheers on a tile topping. But if United want to win league, they should. Yes, they should. I agree. But I want to get back to challenging for titles, and I think this shows that this team, Man United, we could have gone at them. Especially, I think. Do you know what? I would have rather have lost and really just gone for it and just not stopped, and then been hit on the counter. 5:29. Wow, thank you. What? You are awake early or you haven't gone to sleep? Let me know. Did you watch the game, Ion? But yeah, good result for Liverpool for sure. I mean, West Ham is that tomorrow? Um, yeah, 1 second. Sorry. Sorry about that. But yeah, West Ham tomorrow. Yeah, anyone who wants to come on, they're welcome. Just have a chat about the game, what you thought. And yeah, looking at the tables, see, this is why I'm not happy because this is why I still don't rate Arteta. If you look at where we are, 21 games played, Aston Villa are currently 1-0 up. That jumps them above, and they've got 2 games in hand on us. Hi, we open our store around this time. We wake up at around 4 every single day. Wow. You must go to bed really early or not sleep enough. So you work 7 days a week. Wow. But yeah, thank you for tuning in, and I appreciate your comments. And yeah, and I'm just looking at Chelsea. Have got a game in hand. Leeds. I think looking at it, we could be back down to 12th again soon. We need to be winning these games. So I'm really disappointed because I think if we'd won it, it would have given us such a boost and such a thing to sort of with the rest of the teams coming up. We've got Wolves on Tuesday, and that's they're desperate for a win. So yeah, just wait for a few more people to join, and keep your comments coming in, and I read every single one. And but yeah, Chris, you confident about tomorrow? Will you beat West Ham? That's going to be a tough game because West Ham are on form. But so yeah, and also I think I don't know Lacazette at the end that looked quite scary as well. When you're really passionate about something, you can't stop talking about it. I'm a Lakers fan. I feel bad when we lose. You're a basketball fan, okay? Yeah. So yeah, I do kind of watch a bit of NBA, but I don't know so much. So please enlighten me and tell me, man, and I'll. Yeah, they've won, or they what's the state of the season in the NBA at the moment? Where are we now? Is it just restart? Because everything's everywhere. Because I know they just won the NBA title. Am I right? Did the Lakers win it? I might be wrong, but yeah, let me know. So yeah, I like with Arsenal at the moment. The defence seems to be all right, and again, but that needs to be taking away some of our impetus. I think also today shows that if Aubameyang's not around and he doesn't want to play Balogun, we need another striker because Lacazette for me, we could sell him and I wouldn't miss him. So yeah, wait for a few more people to join. Looking at it, yeah, we've got yes, so Newcastle good win. Man City, Man City. What's that? They just keep winning and winning and winning and winning, and they are looking good. But Liverpool, I wouldn't count them out. I mean, I think it's definitely between Man City, Man United, Leicester. Leicester in there, Liverpool. Because if Leicester win their game in hand on Man United, they go above them. And yeah, Liverpool could be climbing as well. So yeah, I don't know how I'm feeling about it. It's just like a mixed feeling because we're ninth, but that's a false position because Aston Villa, Chelsea, Southampton have games in hand now on us, and Leeds. Because if Leeds win their both games and they go above, so worst case scenario, if all those teams win their games in hand, which generally it wouldn't happen, then yeah, we would be back sort of down to the bottom half the table, sort of mid-table, 12th, and we need to start winning these games because yeah, you know, it's just I don't know. I just if you I know it's a hard game, but yeah, anyone wants to jump on, feel free, and I will share the link. One second. Share my link. 1 second. My cat want to make an appearance. See if he'll come here. Why does there have to be bots? There's my link if anyone wants to jump on. I think that should work. And yeah, so in soccer, I just was trying to block all those bots. I don't, yeah. About a third of the season and lots of games were already postponed because of COVID. In soccer or football, how are the playoff seeding decided? We don't have playoffs in the Premier League. It's it's just that's it. It's only in Championship and League One. There's no playoffs or anything. You just finish in your position unless you're going in the Champions League. So in the European competitions, then it's top four for Champions League, and then fifth, sixth, seventh normally to Europa League. So yeah, that's how it works in the Premier League. Yeah. What type of shop do you have, Oyun? And whereabouts is that in the world? Interesting to know. Can't just be about football, can be all other topics. Because when it's 0-0, there's only so much you can talk about with a game. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just with Arsenal at the moment. I'm like, I just know Arteta's not the right man to really just push us forward. I know we've gone on this run, but we have to look at the whole 20. How many games we played? 21, and it's just not been good enough. Won 9, drawn 4, lost 8. That's not good enough. Philippines. Do you have a day off or rotate so you can have a day off? That's that's really good to go. When I go to work in the NHS, I wake up around 6:15, so that's a lion, isn't it, compared to you? But and I'll do a 12-hour shift when I go to work. So I guess for you that would be a lion, right? So yeah, Aston Villa currently beating Southampton 1-0. Mm. Wait for a few more people to join and just sort of debate about, maybe talk about also what we can expect on Monday. There's not that much interest here about football, but we have the USCAR. That's our national team. Okay, is that so? Football's not big. It's not big everywhere, but yeah, whether you are really into it or not, everyone's got their own sport. It's not just about football. We've all got our own passions, and yeah, football is one of them, but there's other things, and I enjoy doing YouTube and just sharing my experiences, and yeah. Just put your comment up there. Wait for a few more people to join, and just sort of talk about who we might get in there. My cat always wanted to make an appearance. Anyone like cats? Anyone have any animals? No, doesn't want to make an appearance. What's the StreamYard link for, in case anyone wants to jump on? I mean, they don't have to. Sometimes it works not, but I think there's a lot of other football streams going on. So yeah, it's just if anyone wants to jump on, it should work. So yeah, anyone else have pets as well, or so love, not so shy? And tell me, yeah, what other sports you enjoy as well. So yeah, Arsenal. I don't know, man. We're a funny team. You don't know what you're going to get with us, and all I want is for us to be challenging for titles again, because that is why we moved to the Emirates, paid top dollar tickets for top football. True Guna, big up, man. Hope you're good. And welcome to the chat. How are you feeling about today? And yes, should get Luca on as well. I'll just drop the link here if anyone else wants to. That should work. Hey Laura, how are you? Welcome to the chat. Yes, let's keep smashing a like as well. And that's yeah, it's my cat in the background. And shout out to you, shout out to everyone watching, and thank you for tuning in. Really appreciate that. True Guna, how are you feeling about the draw, the drab draw? Well, it was an interesting game. It could have gone either way. Like I said, we did. I play football, but a video game only. Would I start Odegaard against Wolves? Are we home or away? But yeah, I don't know why not, because Martinelli, he doesn't look. I don't know. He just looks like he's running around and everything, and yeah, I don't know. It's a funny one now. I'm not sure. Hello, Liam. Welcome to my chat. Where away? I'm not sure. True Gunner. Hey, just got back from work. Arteta out. Boring game. What's the point of resting the players in the FA Cup to play a strong team and still struggle? Yes, I agree. Arteta threw the game away. He threw the FA Cup in the bin, and that for me was the last chance of a trophy. And I want to win trophies for this club. I don't know about other people. Liam Helm, yeah, I'm all right. A lot going on in life, but trying to do YouTube is a good distraction. But yeah, it's just been in and out of work for a lot of reasons. But yeah, I'm all right. It's just Arsenal. They just need to start playing better. True Guna, we should have won, but also they should have, if that makes sense. Yeah, I know what you're saying. But Lacazette, if that could have gone in, and if that wasn't someone else apart from William, would have scored, and if Pepe was just had a bit more confidence, he would have scored. And yeah, away. So yeah, why not throw him in instead of maybe Martinelli? I don't know, but hopefully Saka's back because we missed him today. It just shows he's been our best player this season. Yeah, still Arteta out. We're ninth, and I think a lot of the teams around us have got. Hi, Anna. Welcome to my chat. Thank you very much for joining. Yes, I am. I'm still Arteta out because I want to win the league or be challenging, and he's got a certain Balogun who doesn't want to. He doesn't want to start. Yes, great. Glenn, how are you, mates? Welcome to the chat. You're welcome to jump on if you want. You'll take a draw. Yeah, I take the draw, but I want to go up the table, and I'm just frustrated because Man United were there for the taking. They were. So yeah. Good evening, Glenn. Welcome to my chat. So, Liam, hi. You see, Marseille and St Etienne fans are protesting over their rubbish. Why can't fans? Exactly. Absolute brilliant point, Liam. My best friend is a Marseille fan, and he was telling me that they're sixth with a game in hand, and fans are smashing up cars. And I'm like, if you're smashing up cars six, why are our fans accepting that it's okay to be sort of ninth? It's not okay. Oh, all right. If we're going to be a team between sort of 8th and 13th or 6th, then our prices should be less for fans and the football. But we pay top dollar for this, and I'm not happy. I want to win the league again. I've been to Highbury. I've seen us win five, not at the but a lot of games at Highbury. I've seen in my lifetime us win 5 league titles. At the moment, I don't see how that's going to happen. And I think, like Lampard, Arteta should have gone somewhere else smaller, like a championship time, learn his trade for a couple of years, then come to a big club, or be, because for me, he's just got. Look how tired he is. He just got so much to sort out. There's so much drama, top to bottom, and things to sort out. I just think that yeah, it's difficult for him. Games in hand don't automatically mean a win. You're right, but if you've got 3 games in hand, you're not usually going to lose all 3 or 2, but this depends. You're right, but I'd rather have 3 games in hand and be a point behind because it's very unlikely you're going to lose all 3, aren't you, Glenn? You're welcome to come on. Anybody, very welcome. Exactly. He scored a hat trick for the under 23s and not him on the bench. Please, can somebody tell me what does Eddie Nketiah do? What does Eddie Nketiah do that's better than Balogun? Somebody tell me, enlighten me. Lara, good night. It's 1:48. Well, thank you for dropping by. Really appreciate it. True Goodness says we won't do that because our fans are happy with ninth. Yeah, I've not even been, but I've seen AFT lauding up all these players again, saying it's good. But look at the whole season: 9 wins, 4 draws, 8 losses. That's a mid-table performance. It's not good enough. Liam says, I love my club and seeing it in the message is sad. Yes, Liam, how long have you supported Arsenal and did you see us win league titles? And yeah, just let me know. And what would you like to see us do this season? And what do people realistically think we will finish? Because again, we've got some really hard games coming up. Let's just pull up the Arsenal fixtures. I did just have it, sorry. Bear with me. But yeah, I'm just going to. And what would you like to see out of this season? Let's just have a look. Matches. Come on. I'm getting better in this one. I'm trying. Liam. I think Balogun isn't playing because of his attitude problems, but that's what you need. If we had 11 Tierney's, we would show fight. Yeah, Guendouzi. I would take another couple of Guendouzis. I would take a few Baloguns. I would take Torreira back. I would take why did we sell Martinez? I thought he was a fighter, but hey, what do I know? Winning Europa League saves Arsenal season. If I was a betting man, I would put 50 quid to say that we won't. But yeah, I'd love to win it. Trophies, that's all it's about. Because you got to remember, in 15 to 20 years, no one's going to remember in this where Arsenal finished. You're more likely to remember that last year Arsenal won an FA Cup. And if we hadn't thrown it away like we did against Southampton, then yeah, we could have possibly defended it. But I would love that. Liam says, I've supported Arsenal since I formed 20. I saw us winning the league. Well, yeah, that's good. Wow, you see, you've supported me. I'm 40 now, so it doesn't matter what age you are. Yes, you can support Arsenal any age, and once it's there, it's there. It's in the blood. So hopefully you'll definitely see us win the league again, mate. You've got more chance than I have, and that's for sure. I just want to look at the fixtures and get your opinions about it. Then let me know. So we've got Wolves away on Tuesday. What do you think? Win or a draw? And then Emil Martinez. We got him again. Next, I didn't realise it was then. We've got a lot of teams around us, and looking at our next 3 games, Wolves away, Aston Villa away, Leeds at home. That should be 9 points. Hi, welcome to the chat. Do smash a like as well. Thank you very much. You don't have to spam, or I will put you in time out. Please, no spamming. Let's just do that. No spamming. No spamming, please. Just drop your comments and I'll read all of them and we have a great conversation. Relentless Football Talk, welcome. How are you, mate? I was watching about Lee and Chig arguing on their stream. That was hilarious. They are brilliant YouTubers. But big up to you. Hope you're good. Welcome to the chat. And how are you feeling after that 0-0? Are you with Arteta or without him? What do you think, mate? And how many points, guys, do you think? No spamming, please. Okay, so big up to you. Hope you're good. Hope you're well. Hope the family's well. Hope everything is good, mate. Do share my content, and maybe one day I'll collab with Lee. But I know he's a busy man. That would be good. Spamming again. I need no. Yeah, I know. And here we've got. I'm not sold on Odegaard. Liam says need to put him. I can't speak. I'm not sold on Odegaard. I need to see him perform first before I feel he's good. It was 10 minutes. So I'm not going to judge him. I would like to see him start, and we've got Wolves, Villa, and Leeds. Guys, how many points are we going to take? I think I'm going to go 7. I'm going to go 7 points out of the next 3. Let me know what you think in the comments. Yeah, exactly. Spamming. Don't get it why people spam. Just leave a comment. And yeah, Matt, Man United fan. Matt, how are you feeling, mate? Cavani missed those chances, but I think overall, yeah, you're probably annoyed as well. But I'm annoyed. A game of missed chances is how I describe it, but I'm disappointed we didn't beat you because I don't think Man United are that great, considering you had a full strength squad and we had arguably our three best players out. I would say we dropped 2 points, but only just looking at the stats and the gameplay. I did block him, and I'm still getting used to all these live streams. I'm not. You've gone off him. Okay, everyone each to their own. Everyone each to their own. No problem. Arteta out. Yep, he's yet to convince me as well. Matt says, you lads hit the crossbar, we missed 2 or 3 sitters. Yeah, that is, what do you think of Cavani, mate? Has he finished or has he passed it, or do you think he's still got it? Because I still think he's a quality player. Yeah, Rashford could have won in the first half. Is that when Leno... is that when Leno did that block and stopped him? Yeah. Liam says, I think we can, but typical Arsenal will lose some. How many games are you going for, mate? Let's get Arsenal to find this. Yes, please. Oh my gosh. I would never, ever in a million years thought I'd even get 50 subs. I wish I could do this more and full on, but because of life, kid and everything, I can't. So if I get, I'm be absolutely over the moon because I just do it for fun. And yeah, people that subscribe, I really do appreciate it. And thank you so much to all of you. You are all brilliant. All of you. Liam says, is Pepe a flop or do you think he'll come good eventually? Let's give him a run of games. Let's see. Let's see. I think give him 10. All right. Let's give him 10 games in a row and then judge him from there. I would say, all right, if Arteta plays him for the rest of the season and he's in and out, then yeah, he's a flop. But if Arteta, this is where I would not be annoyed. If Arteta plays him for 10 games in a row and he's crap, then yeah, he's a flop. But he wasn't the worst player today, definitely not. He showed some fits and spurts, and I can't say. Matt, I think the problem with us is Rashford is playing on the wrong side and Marshall is hopeless. Sick of him up front. Need to play Diallo at right wing, Rashford and left wing, and Varney up top. So Matt, are you Ollie in or are you Ollie out? Because mate, I would definitely take Ollie over Arteta. Cavani is class. He plays well. No need to cruise home after a bad day at the office. Luca's life. Okay, so let's welcome a special guest to the stream.
Hello, how are you? Sorry, I'm a bit late. So
that's all right. You're doing. How are you, mate? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Can you? Any echo?
Hello. It's not too bad. Not as bad.
Nice shirt. You're spending all your money. Spending all your money on Arsenal gear.
Look at it now. Look.
Yeah. So, hey, mate, you were saying me out of YouTube that you were saying that we were lucky.
Right. Let me tell you about the performance. First half, I thought we were very, very, very lucky. This could have gone even. Yeah. This could have gone even certain ways.
Yeah.
First half, I thought we were very poor. Man United had a few decent chances, not really scary chances, but it felt like the game where we lost 3-0 to Aston Villa, where they really destroyed us and all that stuff. And if it wasn't for Bernd Leno and if it wasn't for anyone else, we could have lost that game at least 3 or 4-0. Like, I even thought we could have lost more. And I thought we were very poor in the first half. We couldn't get past Man United. I thought Martinelli, bless Martinelli. I think he's going to be a really good player in the future.
It's true. just by going what you're saying, relentless football talk says Rashford was clean through, but he took an unnecessary touch. So yeah, that was another chance.
He did. It was another chance, and I just thought Martinelli, bless Martinelli. I thought it wasn't the best game for him, but I just thought he's not been the best player as he used to be, but I still think he'll be better. But I just thought first half we were very, very poor. I just thought Man United deserved to go into the lead, at least a couple of goals. But second half, I do think we deserved to win the game. I thought Man United kind of put their foot off the gas a little bit, gave us a little bit of an opportunity for us. We dominated a couple of possessions. To be honest, I thought Pepe was okay, not the greatest. Should have scored. I thought Lacazette.
Mate, William, when he had that chance, I thought, if that's anyone else, that's going in. Not
That's what frustrates me. And
bloody William.
That Willian does it deliver. I swear he has a contract where obviously he feels like when he came from Chelsea to Arsenal, I genuinely think he wants to miss it on purpose. But Willian beat the first man for the change. But other than that, you've got to bury that chance. You should have blasted it a little bit more, and that would have went in. But I mean, other than that, go on.
Yeah. Do you think Cavani's washed up?
No, I don't. He's not. I don't.
Those chances, if that was maybe a couple of years ago, he might have buried them and just.
Well, he has scored against us before. We played PSG
last. Striker,
but
why? Yeah, why would he be on a free? They got him on a free. I mean, I've got
Man United get him just because of a backup.
Matt, I'd be interested to know what he thinks. So,
no, but I think Cavani. I think he wasn't that bad, but I didn't think he wasn't that great. And I still think he's a good player. Don't get me wrong. I think he's not consistent enough.
Would you take him over Lacazette?
No. Lacazette all day long because
Lacazette, man, he was throwing himself a bit, weren't he?
I thought Lacazette was throwing a bit of a tantrum today. I thought he was all over the place on the pitch. But I do think the only positive I'll say about Lacazette, I do think he was link-up play was very, very good. But other than that, he should have scored, man. Like literally, the service wasn't there, and I thought Partey was very, very poor. I don't know what's going on with Thomas Partey.
He's probably not match fit.
No, he's not. And that's the problem with Mikel Arteta. And the trouble is with Arteta out because why is he rushing Thomas Partey back? Okay, yes, I do think he's the answer to our midfield. But other than that, I kind of realised in the game, we need to go out and go and get someone alongside him because Xhaka is poor. I'm sorry, Bellerin, he's poor, okay? People saying that Bellerin had a good, decent game. Yeah, I do think second half he kind of stepped it up a little bit. He was involved in a couple of crosses. I'll give you that one for Bellerin. But he was all over the place. What was Mikel Arteta doing in the first half? The way we would keep passing the ball backwards and backwards.
I just thought...
This isn't Unai Emery. This is Mikel Arteta.
What I would have liked is if, you know what, it's 0-0. We need to start winning games at home. Just just go for it at the end. Just go for it at the end. You know what I mean?
It's frustrating, to be honest. So
let me just read a few comments out and I'll come back. So Rob
says... Gunner Girl.
Yeah.
She's the Arsenal fan chance person.
Yeah. With the team we had out, I'm not disappointed with the draw, but I'd be more disappointed if we draw with Wolves. This United team is not the crap they were last season. Yes, they're a good team. If we win against Wolves, maybe it won't look so bad. Liam says, why did Arteta take over Martinelli over Willian, who brings nothing to the table? I don't know. There must be a special bond between them. That's all I can think. They must have a love relationship or something. It doesn't make sense. Matt, who's a United fan, says, I'll never call for Ollie to be sacked. I like him as a manager and he's helping us improve. However, we're just going through a blip. You don't sack a manager over a blip. We ain't Chelsea. And I don't think he's that bad. And I think you're still in the shout for the title because everyone's so up and down. I think Man United are still in it. I don't know what you think, mate.
Well, I think Man United are in it because they're always getting his Arsenal shirt out. But no, but as I was saying, no, I think Man United overall, I think they'll be very disappointed in this game because that would have been an opportunity because losing to Sheffield United, going to Arsenal is very difficult for them because Man United have not beaten Arsenal in the Premier League since April 2018. So other than that, I think it's 2 points drop for Man United because it would have been an opportunity for them lot to
win
against Man City. But
look at that comment, Luca.
What
Chris says.
Two legends on YouTube. Cheers, Chris.
I'm sorry, what were you saying?
But no, what I was saying before we get onto your comments, I was saying I think Man United are looking very, very good, serious this season. I think they can challenge for the league. Pogba's been really, really good, and I know a lot of people critical on Paul Pogba. I hate saying this, but I think Paul Pogba's better than Thomas Partey, in my opinion. You guys in the chat are going to be like going, "Whoa, I don't know what this guy's talking about." But I think Paul Pogba was better than Thomas Partey because I thought Pogba dealt him very, very well today. And I'm not saying just because Partey's shit or anything. No, I think Partey's a world-class player. I think he's the answer to our midfield. I just feel like he had a poor game today. I just feel like Partey needs someone alongside him and get rid of Granit Xhaka, get someone in maybe more creative, and get someone like a Bazuma in the summer. So I just feel with Thomas Partey and Paul Pogba, the difference is with that Paul Pogba can obviously step up in the big games. Partey had a good masterclass when we beat them at Old Trafford. Don't get me wrong. I would praise every single player on that. But going back to Man United, I think they've really, really improved. I feel like their midfield has done well. Everybody, like, this is what I don't get. And Chelsea sacked Frank Lampard, but we backed Mikel Arteta, but Man United backed Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And we were all bantering about Man United and everybody, and we're all saying that, Arteta was better than Solskjaer. Arteta has now played 3 games. Arteta has won 2 and drawn 1. He's unbeaten. He's like 3-1 or something like that, or 3 or something against Man United.
So how are you feeling about Arteta at the moment after this?
You know what? I have mixed emotions with this, and I will come out and say something. And I don't want to be critical to the people who are Arteta in. If we would have won today, I'm still a Mikel Arteta out. I still think he's out of his depth. But other than that, you can't really judge him because he's our manager until the end of the season. And yes, we got a decent point against Man United. You might say it's 2 points dropped, but I think we should have won the game. But I'm happy with the point.
Do you know what it is, mate? It's just our home form is so poor.
It is. And I think with this pandemic, it's actually had a part to play on it because there's literally no fans in the stadium. And
yeah. So they're not accountable, the players. For
no, and what's funny enough this season, like this season away from home, recently away from home, we've not lost. And I don't mind how he sets out Mikel Arteta away from home. I don't have a problem with that. As long as we go and get 3 points. That's all we want as Arsenal fans at the end of the day. But away from home, we've actually looked a completely different team. Like we've won 2 back-to-back away games this season. We've beaten West Brom, Brighton. I wasn't expecting to beat Brighton away from this season. And Southampton, we got revenge from the FA Cup, which was a very decent result. And this season at home, it really makes a difference. And I agree with you because of this whole pandemic situation. There's no fans in the stadium. That really makes a real good impact. And the worrying thing is, where we've got games coming up very, very, very soon, like the Europa League coming up when we play Benfica. We don't know if that's going to be played in Benfica. We might have to quarantine for 10 days if Benfica don't agree with us. So I don't know what the situation on that is. But when we play our second leg at home, that's going to be worrying because when I went to Olympiacos, that was my last Arsenal game I went to in February.
You were there.
And I was there.
I just want to look when we're actually playing Benfica. It's
away 18th of February.
A couple of weeks. It's Thursday the 18th, which will be at a neutral venue. That's what they're saying because apparently Portugal's in the no-go zone or the red zone or whatever.
Yes, they are. Yes.
So before that, if we should be getting 9 points. I'm looking at those 3 games. No excuses. Because Leeds, Aston Villa, and Wolves. I'm sorry, we should be beating all 3 of those. And
they're going to be tough games. They're going to be really, really tough games. And
yeah, of course,
Wolves ain't going to be easy. And I was on my I was doing a live stream earlier, and I was only live for nearly 45 minutes. And I had a special guest on. I had Arsenal fan reviews on, and I was discussing with him and just saying about Wolves are not all that. Like they lost 1-0 to Crystal Palace. They drew 0-0 against Chelsea. Wolves went there to sit out and get a point against Chelsea and played 10 men behind the ball at Stamford Bridge. But both teams are not that great anyway, Wolves and Chelsea at the moment. And Chelsea obviously need time to get a new manager. But other than that, Wolves, I think we can beat Wolves. We showed it in the second half. Yes, I don't
think
think
Nuno's in a lot of trouble. The manager, I think they've won, haven't won in like 9 games.
Although he did donate some money, so that's a really good positive thing on that. But I think we can beat Wolves because Saka's got a hip injury. It's not that serious. Hopefully, Kieran Tierney, fingers crossed, is back because we're crying out for Tierney to get back. Go on, as you were saying.
What worries me is we only had 3 players out. I know they're good players, but I don't know. We don't have a good squad, but we've still got players there that he could play.
Yeah,
like Balogun, right? Don't know, and I don't. I like his cockiness. I like that. I like that he believes in himself. Balogun, he put that tweet, or what was it? Video of him when
he
lost FA Cup, and I like that he just looks like he wants to play and just.
He's one of those players, and where the way I look at it, right, Balogun, the way he put out that tweet was actually quite funny. But
yeah, it was interesting.
It's interesting because that gets fans hyped up, and that gets really interesting because that goes to show that he wants to show a point to prove against Mikel Arteta. But Arteta has a habit, right? Tapas Pulis has a habit of obviously playing Eddie Nketiah. And what does Eddie Nketiah do? We all due to respect Eddie Nketiah. I used to be a fan of Eddie Nketiah, but not now.
I think he's found
it is. Other than that, I think Balogun deserves to start because at least if Lacazette's going to be out for Wolves, play Balogun.
He didn't look comfortable when he came off, did he?
No.
Lacazette.
No.
He needs to stop all that jumping around. I personally think, I don't know, just to get your opinion on what we actually need. In my opinion, we need a left back. I think we need a right back. We need someone else in midfield to complement Partey, and I think we need another striker. I think it's just strength.
I think to get top 4, I think we're 3 or 4 players away from making a serious top 4 challenge.
I'm talking about. I just want a challenge for the league again.
League, you want about 6, 7 players?
I know. We probably need
at least 3 players.
Another couple of centre backs probably as well. But Luiz played well. I think Luiz was good tonight. I think
he was solid. He's been good quite recently. I still think he's shit. But other than that, I'm going to praise him. I'm going to slag him. I'm happy. I would obviously praise any Arsenal player, even if it was Mustafi. And if Mustafi was one of our best centre backs last season, doesn't mean I rate the guy. I don't rate the guy, but still, I would praise any Arsenal player. I'm not going to get on here to be negative or anything, but I know what you mean. But yeah.
So yeah, I mean, what would you like to see before the window shuts on Monday happen?
The important thing is we're probably not going to bring a lot of players, but one player which I really want us to strengthen is a left back because I do think with Odegaard coming in, yes, I do think I'm very disappointed with Mikel Arteta for not we're only bringing him on for 8 minutes and really should have. We didn't really see him. All we saw was like touches and passes. That's similar to what Partey did when we lost to Man City 1-0. But other than that, I want a left back.
Yeah, you want a left back. Yeah, go on. And then who? What else would you like to see? Because it looks like Mustafi could be going to Liverpool.
Yeah, Mustafi could be going to Liverpool, which would be funny.
Imagine if he smashes it at Liverpool.
Imagine they win the league. They won't win the league, but imagine if Mustafi wins the league with Liverpool. But other than that, if we get a left back, I'll be happy. But I don't want Ryan Bertrand. I'd rather go for someone young, someone upcoming who wants to play for the shirt. And my left back who I want would be Tagliafico from Ajax. But I don't think that's not going to happen because Ajax, are they really going to sell him to Arsenal in this January transfer window? It's more of a summer move. But we need someone to come in who's going to give us coming to the end of the season. Maybe Ryan Bertrand is not bad, but I don't really want to bring a 31-year-old left back. I mean, he's probably going to be a free agent in the summer, and we're going to end up buying him, and then we're going to obviously pay him wages and all that stuff. And we've got too many deadwood players at the club.
Cedric Part 2.
It is.
Although Cedric, the last couple, I got there's a couple of. How was he for you today? I mean, he wasn't. He was.
I thought.
Let's talk about like who do you think played well for us? Like,
I thought David Luiz was man of the match today.
Yeah,
I thought he played really, really well. I thought he dealt with it. I thought he was commanding. He showed a bit of leadership, and he's capable of doing that. He'd done it at Chelsea before we signed him, and I thought he was my man of the match. I thought Smith Rowe played really, really well. I thought he linked
that run, that bit of majestic play for setup. Who was it? Who did he set up? Pepe, was it Pepe in the first half?
Pepe when he got the post in the half.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was like, this kid, we need to don't burn him out. Because that leads me on to, if you look at, mate, Martinelli doesn't look the same player. He just doesn't. I don't know. That injury was horrific, and I don't know what you think to Martinelli.
Well, I thought Martinelli wasn't really, really, really good today, and I do think the injury kind of affected him a little bit. And I was a little bit disappointed that he came off for Willian, and I thought, why did we bring Willian on? But I just feel Martinelli was very, very poor today, and I'm not going to criticise him because I think he's a class player, and I do think obviously he's going to be good in the future, and I'm really happy with Martinelli. I think he's one of my best players at the club, one of my favourite players at the club. But I do think with Martinelli, it's going to take time for him to come back. So
yeah. So you think a left back is? I agree with you because
we need a left back because
Tierney.
I don't want to see Cedric at left back. And the problem with Arsenal, the problem with Mikel Arteta is that we have a habit of relying on our players, and we don't seem to bring the cover just in case. If we do not bring a left back on Monday, I'm kind of confident we will bring a left back on Monday.
Who do you think we'll get?
I think we'll get Ryan Bertrand, but I really hope we don't. But if we do, we have to accept it, and I'll back him because I'll back any player coming in despite I don't want. But I just feel with Ryan Bertrand, I don't think we should get him because yes, people might say, okay, he's not as bad because he'll bring a lot of experience because obviously he won the Champions League with Chelsea in 2012. But that's not the point. But I think we need to maybe bring someone young, upcoming, and I think we could do with another midfielder alongside. Look, we're not going to get someone like a Bazuma in this transfer window, but I think that's more going on into the summer. And I really hope we Arsenal should be pre-contracting on players like that. And why are we the only club that don't pre-contract him?
Yeah,
that's the problem. Chelsea Football Club managed to pre-contract other players.
Like Pulisic. Was it Pulisic?
And Ziyech. So and we
don't even sell. We give players away for free
for 25 million. I've said this in streams before in the past. Ziyech and Ryan Fraser we could have got for a couple of seasons for 25 million, but we end up bringing the wrong players, and the recruitment is so bad at this club. People can blame the owner if they want, but it's not mainly Stan Kroenke's fault. Okay, yes, I do think the only problem with Kroenke is that he hired the wrong people. But it's the recruitment and the board members that bought the wrong players. For example, Unai Emery wanted to buy Wilfried Zaha. We bought Nicolas Pepe. And we bought the wrong players. We wanted to buy... We could have had Harry Maguire, okay? A proper English centre-half, okay? People might slag him. People might slag him and say, okay, he's not all that. Yeah, I get that. But he's better than David Luiz.
Yeah,
better than flipping Rob Holding.
He was commanding in the box tonight, and he just
looked brilliant. And on his day, he could be good.
Luca, have you heard of the Arsenal realist?
Yes, I have.
What? Yeah. What? Tell me what? I don't know. This what he says here. The guy who wears the octopus mask. I think I've seen this.
Yes, his real name is Bailey. So
I don't. Yeah, not he's an Arsenal YouTuber, I presume.
Yeah.
Are you confident against Wolves or?
Yeah, I'm confident. I'm confident against Wolves because I look at it right. I look at the picture and I think today's draw. Man United fans were obviously coming into this game thinking we'll slap Arsenal now. We'll slap this, but I wasn't confident going into this game today because at first I thought we were going to win. If Tierney was fit, I had Arsenal winning 2-1 all day long. But when I looked at the team and I looked at Man United's team, I wasn't confident. But getting a decent draw.
Talking about it, where was Matt Ryan? I noticed,
he was injured. He got injured in training.
Right. he exposes League Gunner and AFTV. All right, good for him. I mean, like, if he want, I mean,
I'm not getting involved with
I'm
it.
not getting involved because I on my channel, I don't know, I don't want to put anyone. You know, I'm just here to talk about football and just meet people and
Exactly.
hear what they have to say.
Fun. But no, going back to what you say about Wolves, I'm confident because I don't think Wolves are not all that. Yes, I know I do think they're due to a win, but I think we can take this performance from the second half. It wasn't spectacular, but I do think getting a draw against Man United, you might say it's 2 points dropped. It could be 2 points dropped. I think it's 2 points gained. But I am a little bit disappointed because we didn't take our chances quick enough. But other than that, I'm confident we can beat Wolves. Like, they got a draw against Chelsea. I was quite surprised they lost to Crystal Palace. I'm confident. I'm confident we can beat Wolves. Aston Villa, I'm not confident.
Have they won? They beat Southampton.
Yes, they did. So
this is why another reason. All the teams around us have got an average of 2 to 3 games in hand.
Yes.
So if they, obviously, realistically, they're not going to win all 3.
5 points off top 4.
Forget top 4, mate. It's not happening. No way.
Forget it.
No, because look at the. But we've played like 3 games more than most other teams, and realistically, you're not going to win all 3, but you're going to probably at least win 1 and draw 1 and lose 1.
Exactly.
Especially if you're around there. And Aston Villa are a good team.
Yeah.
Leeds have got a couple of games on hand, and worst case scenario, we could be back down to 12 soon. This is our home form has been crap, and this is why I was more annoyed. It's just. Well, our last home win, was it against Chelsea?
Chelsea at home. So
and then before we were just losing all the time. I reckon we've got one of the worst home forms this season. And if you'd said that, even in Wenger's last years, we owned that stadium.
We did, 100%. We didn't hardly lose any home games, and it was just away from home. We were very, very poor, but I still think we're still poor away from both grounds as expected. But recently, we have been good away from home, and that is something where hopefully we can improve in the remaining future. But it's the home form, and that kind of affects the pandemic. If this pandemic wasn't around at this moment of time, then our home form will be good. So
going back to what you were saying, I think if the fans were there, they would. Do you think that would drive some of those draws into a win? Maybe
not all the games.
Not, of course.
Not all the games, but because you don't know what you expect. Like, you're thinking that when we beat Chelsea, you expect the away fans would probably obviously want to try and get something, and that will lift the players. This season's been a strange season, and do you feel obviously if we didn't have this coronavirus pandemic at the moment, and if we were living in the streets, partying, normality, and all that stuff like last year, would we have obviously got more points, and would we have actually climbed up the table? Would teams like Leicester, Aston Villa, teams like that, you look on paper, you're thinking we're a better club than Aston Villa.
Yeah, for sure.
£100 million player who's doing all the work. So
if they, because another I think if there was fans here, I think we would definitely, like I said, convert some of those draws into it. And I think, in my opinion, if fans were there tonight, I think we probably would have won that game because they would have drove us on, because we've generally had a really good record against United at home in the last 3 to 4 years. And then the other one was that South. No, who was it? We drew nil. Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace was.
I think if fans were there, they probably would have. We would have got a win for that. But I think, and also if fans were there, they would have let them know that they're playing crap. They would have let them have it.
100%.
There's so many players, and in my opinion, also they're playing slower. Especially some of the Arsenal games. I see Arsenal, and I think if fans were there and you did that, you would make sure the next time that happens, you don't do that and not keep making mistakes like certain players in the middle of the park and on the right-hand side of the park in defence. Because Bellerin was awful. I'm sorry, man. He was.
Bellerin needs to go. He look. And what's this whole? Go on,
Yeah. If Arteta persists with his whatever you want to call him, then that's a recipe for disaster. Because it was a couple of times where he fell over once and he got beaten too easily. And as Liam says, Emery has a better win percentage than Arteta. And also he says, I would have still kept Emery. I think he was scapegoated. Yes, he was. I think people took the piss out of him because of his English. I don't know what you think to that.
Yeah, this is what I thought before the pandemic arrived last year, 11 months ago. I thought with Unai Emery, the reason why I thought Unai Emery went because the players would take. There was a rumor going around that the players were taking the piss out of his language, and the players kind of fell out, and he kind of lost the dressing room. And then fans started thinking, yeah, I do think Unai Emery had to go, but I feel like at the same time, this is a question what I want to ask, and this is what I really don't understand. And sometimes I do tend to think about it when we play. Do you feel, obviously, when you look at that, the rumour was obviously true about, obviously, the players weren't communicating under Unai Emery because fans are starting getting a little bit fickle, and Unai Emery to have a winning percentage. Do you feel, obviously, we kind of regretted that getting rid of Unai Emery now? Do you feel Arsenal would have been in a better position? The way what he's doing with Villarreal now, do you kind of feel it?
Yeah, I if he had a bit more. If again, like I said before, if I knew Arteta was coming in, there's no way I would have got rid of Emery. Yeah. So in that question, yeah, if Arsenal were run better and had the right manager to take over him, then I wouldn't mind if he goes. I think maybe we should have kept him longer, and if he was kept longer, then he could have. Yeah, I think he could have turned it around because he went 22 games unbeaten.
100%.
That wasn't all luck. We played some really good football.
And everybody thought, oh, we were going to get our...
Another thing, this is what annoys me about Arteta. He changes things way too late. If Emery wasn't happy, he'd bloody take 2 players off at half time. And I like that. If he would... I think the classic was, it was Aston Villa at home when we lost 1-3-2. Yeah. I swear he made 2 changes at half time. Correct me if I don't know if you remember, but we won.
I remember the game on a Sunday.
Many times if he realises he's messing up, he changes it quickly, and I really like that about him. For me, that's one of my favourite things. He would change things quickly. So, True Gooner, thank you. Big up to you, mate. Cedric was poor. Yeah, he wasn't as good as he was.
As bad, but this is the thing. I don't like him as left back because before the game when we drew 0-0, I was quite concerned because I thought the likes of Rashford, Anthony Martial, all them lot, I thought they would have literally bullied Cedric because I saw Wan-Bissaka was bullying us. I thought Pogba was. I don't think Pogba went that great. I don't even think he'd really done anything. But I did see he made a couple of good tackles.
Best player for you.
Who's Man United's best player?
I don't think anyone really stood out. They just
I thought Harry Maguire was their best player.
Yeah. That block against Pepe.
And Harry Maguire for me.
Yeah.
I thought they were their very, very best players. I thought Maguire won every single challenge. He looked more commanding. I thought he dealt with every single challenge in the air. And with Arsenal, I thought David Luiz was really, really good. I thought he looked commanding.
Yeah, can I just get someone to join the stream? Is that all right?
Yeah, why not, mate?
Relentless Schooner. Hello.
Yeah, what's going on?
How are you, mate? Welcome to the chat.
Thank you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, this is Lucas Live.
Nice to meet you, mate.
Yeah, how you feeling, mate? What's your thoughts and feelings towards today's, I don't know what you want to call it, 1 point.
I say 2 points dropped. I actually say 2 points dropped. We could have easily won that. You know, we had some decent chances, but just that little bit of quality, it wasn't there today. I mean, the game could have gone either way, to be honest. Because I feel like Man United, they were crap today. I feel like they could have easily wiped the floor with us if they really wanted to. But I feel like they were too scared to come out of their shell, and I feel like we kind of came out of our shell a little bit, but I feel like we could have done more to win it. If you know what I'm trying to say. And
I think,
I feel
yeah,
like
yeah, I know. That's what I mean. I think, what do you think? If fans were there, I think we could have won it, mate. I don't know what you think to that, but if I don't know, do you go? Do you go to what Arsenal, or do you watch them on TV? Relentless Schooner, or what? How do you follow
um
Arsenal?
I've actually been to two Arsenal games. One was a preseason game and one was a game in 2018 against West Ham at
Okay,
home. I think we won that game, what, 3-1? I can't remember. But yeah, obviously I live in the States if you couldn't tell. So I
you're in
do
the.
watch,
Oh, wow.
yeah, yeah, I do watch a lot of Arsenal. Been following the club for about
What
what?
may I ask how you became an Arsenal fan if you're in the States? How did that?
don't kick me off the stream, but I was actually a Chelsea fan before, to be
Oh,
fair. I mean, well, not
you
really,
came to
because
the right side.
yeah, well, yeah, debatable.
Chelsea
But
are a better club than us,
Yeah,
but
but
it's
I
like,
mean, but to be honest, like I kind of liked Chelsea growing up, but I wouldn't really say I was a Chelsea fan. And then my dad kind of turned me into Arsenal fan. So I
fair
mean,
play,
Chelsea
fair
was kind of
play.
like the first club I kind of like
see,
kind
your
of
dad
had my
was
interest in. So yeah,
your,
but nah,
your dad your
I
dad's
wouldn't change it. Yeah, he is. I I wouldn't change my club anyway. It doesn't matter if we get relegated. I'm Arsenal
oh.
for life. So
Fair
yeah.
play.
What's your opinion of Arteta then, Relentless Guna? Like, what? How are you feeling about him at the moment?
I'm sure Arteta's a nice guy, but listen, I ask people who back this guy saying, you know what, you can back him all you want, but at the end of the day, do you think he's good enough to win us a title? And for some reason, I don't get an answer. So listen, I don't dislike him as a person. I'm sure he's a cool guy, but he's not taking us anywhere, if I'm being honest. But it is what it is.
Exactly.
Exactly,
So,
exactly.
what would be? Let me. What would be a good season for you, Relentless Guna? Like, what for you? How do you see the season going and stuff? Like,
See, I'm a bit different to other Arsenal fans because a lot of Arsenal fans like the FA Cup. I like the FA Cup as well, but listen, I've seen Arsene Wenger win it multiple times. Tired of seeing it. Tired of seeing that trophy. I mean, it's a great trophy. Don't get me wrong, but we're Arsenal Football Club. We shouldn't be winning FA Cups. That's Leicester City. Like we're not Leicester City. I
No,
think if we won the FA Cup, that would have been a decent season. But a good season for me is making it to the final of the Europa League and winning it. But we're not
so
gonna do this. We're not getting anywhere near that final if we're being honest. But we might get knocked out to Benfica. So
Benfica are a good side. They
yeah,
ain't no mucks. So I'm very worried to play Benfica, to be honest.
no,
Especially
no. The way we're playing at the moment, I'm more worried about Benfica because Benfica. I don't watch the Portuguese league, but what I can say about that is the way we're setting out at the moment. It's not looking good, and hopefully we can get Kieran Tierney back. We desperately need him for Benfica. We definitely need all our players match fit and ready to go against Benfica because
and one thing you got to remember is that Arsenal fans they keep on forgetting Benfica got a decent squad. Let's not forget they got experienced center
we've
backs.
got
Like their
Jan
center back pairing is Vertonghen, who we all know about. You know, he played for the
yeah,
Scum down the road, right? They had Vertonghen and they also have Otamendi at
yeah.
center back. So they got a decent partnership with experience.
wow.
I think the goalkeeper's decent. I think we were linked with them once upon a time. I might be confusing with somebody else. And they play good football. They got
Do you
decent players, so we need to be
do you
careful.
follow Sorry, do you follow Portuguese league then, Relentless?
Do I what?
Do you follow Portuguese league quite a bit then? Because
Not, the only reason why I followed the Portuguese league was because of João Felix, because I wanted him at Arsenal. So that's the only reason why I watched them. So what I remember of it was they play really good football and they press really well. I do think that if on our day we can beat them, but listen, we don't have our day enough. If we had our day enough this season, we would be top four. So I'm a bit worried about that team, if I'm being
We
honest.
literally, obviously knew at the time when Benfica's in a couple of weeks, 2.5 weeks, we literally have to kill that first leg. We can't go into that 1-0 because we all thought we were confident against Olympiacos. And I was at the second leg. And when Ababi had scored that bicycle, we all thought, well, we've done it. And then Martinelli had that chance. And then stupid Burn Leno and I think it was Mustafi or David Luiz. I can't remember who it was.
Yeah, it was David Luiz. He was ducking the header. He thought it was gonna go out of play.
Yeah, and they scored the winner, and Aubameyang hit the post in the last minute. We all thought it was winning. I was there, and that was the last Arsenal game I've ever done before the coronavirus came, and I was really disappointed. I was upset, and I remember I did a vlog, and I remember I got 20K on that vlog, and I had Olympiacos fans kept trolling me constantly, just kept putting about the score and all that, and constantly in the chat, spamming the chat, and this is why with Arsenal we have to capitalise against Benfica in a couple of weeks, and we've got very, very difficult games, and we've got to play Manchester City this month coming up. So
you think? Do you both think that we're probably going to go out to Benfica? I mean, it sounds like you're not confident at all.
I think we will, because Benfica is a quality side.
What about you, Relentless? You feeling like we're out already?
I feel like it's gonna be a challenge, but I think we end up like kind of squeezing, finding ourselves through. But I don't think we make it really far into the Europa League, if I'm being honest.
No, because there's a lot of good teams in there. Because you've got Inter Milan, you've got AC Milan, who are very decent this season. And when I look at their players,
Jesus Christ! Imagine if we play Ajax. The way they're gonna play us off the park. Oh my goodness! The football they play. I mean, that manager that they have, I mean, he's like Arsene Wenger, like reborn. Like this guy, Ten Hag. He does, trust me, he doesn't know how to defend, but one thing he knows how to do is play. Like he can play football. Like it's unbelievable. Like even when they're losing, they still manages to play good football.
And if he sees David Luiz and Rob Holding, it's game over.
It is 100%.
I mean, what may I ask, Relentless, like, who are your favourite Arsenal players at the moment, and what are you hoping for before Monday's transfer window shuts?
My favorite Arsenal players, I'll probably say Gabriel, Saka, Emile Smith Rowe. I like Aubameyang, but I wouldn't say Aubameyang is world class. I would say he's literally like a tier below. He's a tier below, but he's a very good goal scorer.
Well, world class is a loosely held term, isn't it? It's like a lot of people just say world class, and world class is just an elite few. That's what I think.
Yeah. There's a couple players that I like. I mean, the reason why the player that kind of made me fall in love with Arsenal, I say, was Fabregas, Santi Cazorla.
Good players.
My favorite.
Sorry, talking about Santi Cazorla, there's rumours he could come back and coach with Arteta. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, he should, because he knows the club. But my only problem with that is that he's a rookie, and then we're adding another rookie into the. We got enough rookies at this club, man. Jesus, but listen, he knows the club inside out, so I guess that's a good thing.
Because it doesn't look we're gonna get, even on that awful run, they ain't gonna get rid of him. When are they ever gonna get rid of Arteta? I mean, if you could have a dream, who would your dream manager be? Who would you go for if money was no object?
My dream manager. I like Pochettino. But he hasn't won anything significant. I like Simeone. He would be good, but the way I don't like the way he plays football. But one thing he will bring is discipline. So I guess maybe I would take him. I'll take Rafa. Again, he doesn't play good football, but he saves a lot of teams from like downfall and like stuff. He's a good motivator.
And what about you?
Get us top 4 though.
Rafa's available. Isn't Rafa available?
Yeah, he's flown back to England. He doesn't work in China. He's flown back to England.
He would sort us out. He would just
100%.
Like what? So you would go for Rafa then? Relentless. Is that who you would, if you had a number one choice?
I mean, now that Tuchel's at Chelsea, I'll take Rafa.
And what about you, Luca?
For me, I would take Allegri, because Allegri or Rafa Benitez. But realistic, I'll go with Rafa Benitez, because I feel like he can organise very well. Not sure if he'll get us top 4, but I do think he will improve much better than Mikel Arteta. I do think he's got a lot of Premier League experience. He's won the Europa League with Chelsea. He's even won the Champions League with Liverpool back in the day. But Allegri, people might say, oh, he's only won Serie A titles. He hasn't gone to anywhere else. Yeah, but Allegri is a proper manager. And I do think he's one of those managers where I want to spend 200 million. But
He's got a place in London. He's learning English. So, and he does. And we wouldn't. And you know what, Arsenal, we don't like paying out money. He's available.
we're not paying the compensation. Like,
what do you think about Allegri? I don't know how you feel about him.
He's a good manager as well. And how about Patrick Vieira? I know he's been sacked, but I see a lot of people saying Patrick Vieira. Listen, the thing about legends, like I don't want legends like in charge of the football club, because that's when like sentiment starts to creep in, and like even look at Arteta. Arteta was like a bang average player, and so much people are so loyal to him. Like imagine we had someone like Henry, like he was just thinking the place out. Like everybody would be like defending this guy.
Well, look how Chelsea have just treated possibly their greatest ever player. A lot of Chelsea fans will say. So if they can do that to, I mean, if they can do that to Frank Lampard, what I don't know why are we hanging on to a manager who was a panic buy after we got smashed by Man United 8-2. I don't, he wasn't even that great of a player. He was. I don't know what you think to that.
What game did you turn Arteta out, if you mind me asking?
Before we signed him. So when I knew we were getting him, I was like, no, thank you. I've never wanted him. So technically, I haven't been Arteta out. I just when I knew we were getting him, my head sank. I was feeling like
it was the same for me. I think the game. I mean, I never wanted him in the first place, so I never really backed him. But I think the game that like really broke the camel's back was Leicester at home. We lost 1-0. Jamie Vardy. Yeah. I think that was the game that finished me. Still.
What about you, Luca?
What was the question?
What regarding Arteta? When you Arteta out?
I was Mikel Arteta out when we lost to Aston Villa 3-0 because I know we drew 0-0 against Man United, but the game, not this one, but when we beat Man United at Old Trafford, I thought Mikel Arteta was going to really do something. But other than that, when we went on that horrible run and where he couldn't get, when we were all talking about over the Christmas period, near the Christmas period, I actually thought he wasn't getting his best 11. He was starting to be out of his depth. We were all complaining about Bamian not playing up front. And other than that, I just feel that was the game where I do think he had to be questioned. And I think he's out of his depth. I think he needs to go. I don't think he's not the right man for the job to take Arsenal Football Club back to where it wants to be, start challenging and start getting, because I want to be number one. I mean, all good fans out there in the chat and people who are watching this, we all want to be number one. We all want to be challenging, but we need an elite manager. And don't get me wrong, I will give credit for Mikel Arteta. We all credit's due at the moment that we're unbeaten in 2021, but that's not what it's all about. And
the FA, that really pissed me off. The FA, I'm sorry, the way he just threw that away. I know I don't, but that just wound me up.
To ask on that, but
I like Liam's. Sorry, I just have to read this comment.
Read it. Go ahead.
I don't think we'll ever get rid of Arteta unless our fans do what Marseille are doing right now. Relentless. Did you see what Marseille fans did?
Yeah. What did they do? I know the fans over there are relentless.
So Marseille are sixth, and they've gone to the training ground and smashing up players' cars and confronting all the players, and the game was suspended tonight because my best friend's a Marseille fan, and they had to call the game off.
Don't they have Villas Boas or the ex-Chelsea manager?
Yeah, but I don't think fans should do that, but they don't take it. They demand change. I mean, that for me, that's sort of like.
But what are we supposed to do with when we've got an owner in charge who's too busy in America worrying about his LA Rams, and he's got a bigger branch than Birmingham? Whereas this is what with Chelsea the other day, they sack Frank Lampard and bring a manager like Thomas Tuchel straight away, just like that. Or we're keeping Mikel Arteta. Man United have only gone to Solskjaer, and look where Man United are, second in the league. They're going to get top four anyway because they've got the quality and they've got so much depth. But he's a legend. He knows the club.
Do you know
When
what?
he doesn't know the club. People see him, think, okay, he knows the club. Yeah, he wasn't half bad, decent player at Arsenal, but other than that, he doesn't know the club.
But do you know what? The first thing we've got to do as Arsenal fans, unite with each other and stop. All just get on and just be on the same page. And because we're all, I think that doesn't help. That we're all divided. I don't know what you think, Relentless. Like
One
that's
thing is, I just want to say one thing.
yeah.
Last thing, I actually have to go, but I'll say one thing,
That's fine.
Go on.
and I want you guys to like actually think about this. Like, if you look at Chelsea, you look at Man United. Man United, they got a Manchester United legend, a guy who scored the game-winning goal to win them the Champions League. So
Yeah,
obviously, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will always be a Man United legend. If you look at Chelsea, they got Lampard, who's a legend. So everybody respects them. And then if you look at Arsenal, we didn't get Arteta because he accomplished stuff in his career, and we didn't get him because, if you look at Lampard and Ali, they both accomplished something in their career. So that kind of gave them the platform to become a manager. We gave Arteta the job because he sat next to Pep Guardiola, not because he led that Man City team to winning titles and titles, because he sat next to Pep, who's a good manager. Just because he sit next to Pep as a manager doesn't mean he's going to be a good manager. And I think that was very silly. And really, it just showed that the boys really don't care. And for me, I don't like Arteta. I don't think he's a good manager. I don't think he's a good man manager. And I feel like this job is way too early for him. But we can sack Arteta. But the sticky thing is that you're still gonna have that board who made the decision in the first place.
yeah.
So it's like they're gonna sack Arteta and then bring in freaking Alex Song as the next freaking coach. Like, what's the point? It's like like what's gonna like so you can say Arteta out. You can say Arteta out, which I understand. I do want Arteta out. But I'm not gonna say Arteta out and then bring in Per Mertesacker as the next manager. We're just gonna go nowhere. So they have to find a good manager if they're gonna sack Arteta.
It's just. I think what he sounds like me. It's just what you're saying. Arsenal board. They just don't have a plan, do they? It's just.
Yeah, they don't have a plan. Even look at what we're doing this January. We bought Runnison, who's not even a championship level goalkeeper. Like this guy, this guy, he couldn't even catch a cold, man. Like this guy is so crap.
I never
He-
rated Watson in the first place. I never
Listen.
rated him in the first place.
He's
And
What do you think about Matt Ryan though? Relentless.
supposedly he's not even that good either. Matt Ryan, he's not even that good. His save percentage is laughable, if we're being honest. But he's better than Runnison. And the thing is that there's no plan. It just looks like it's just vibes. If you understand what I'm trying to say, like everything is a vibe at this football club. Like even look at the left back position. We're playing Cedric at left back. You mean to tell me you can't find a decent left back who costs 5 million, 10 million that plays in the Dutch league or something? You mean to tell me the Arsenal Football Club you can't scout a decent left back to fill that left back spot after Tierney? Come on, like what's going on in this football club? Like if we were Leicester, we would have got a left back already. They would have scouted a decent left back. But at this club, it just seems like, oh, act now and then think later. That's why I think that's why I don't think we'll go anywhere.
So we need change from top to bottom, don't we?
Yeah, top to bottom, top to bottom.
It starts with the owner, doesn't it? So I mean, I don't know how far you are from Kroenke, mate, but maybe you can. I don't know, sort something out.
The LA Rams are crap this year anyway, so he's not doing a great job, is he?
Stan Kroenke apparently lives in New York. His son lives in New York, and Troops is in New York at the moment. So
Yeah, I actually live in New York too. I actually live in New York. Yeah.
I lived there for 3.5 years.
No one really likes Stan Kroenke, if I'm being honest.
wow,
Well,
you in New York?
Nobody likes him in America.
No one really like yeah. And his wife as well. His wife is a bit of a,
This is why
nobody really likes him.
warm up.
Yeah.
So
That
this is
whole
why
family.
this is why people say that and I was saying it earlier that people can blame the owner, but yeah, I do think that the owner, obviously it was his fault for obviously hiring the board members, but mainly it's the board members at first because they're the one who is the recruitment is so bad. Like we could have got players available like Ziyech, we could have got in for 25 million. We spent money on Mustafi and Xhaka where we could have got Kante and players.
so much money. Sorry but we're going to lose so much.
We're going to lose 190 million on
something close to 200 million. Ozil, Mustafi, Xhaka, Kalas, all these players free. It's just, it is wrong.
What I don't understand about this football club, and I think it all comes down to the owner, and not just the owner. I think it just comes down to Edu and the board. I was saying to myself the other week is that we bought Mustafi for 35 million. For example, we bought Mustafi for 35 million, but we're running down his contract where when Unai Emery was in charge, we wanted to get rid of Mustafi, and then Arteta came in, and then he comes out and says that, Mustafi was one of our best centre-backs last season. Yeah, okay, all credits due. He was one of our best centre-backs. But why are we running down players' contracts? Like, for example, Socrates. Fair enough, he wasn't going to get any money.
That's another one. I forgot.
Lasniach. Why are we not? Okay, that's fairable because we bought him on a free. He's going on a free. So that's understandable. Saliba. Why are we getting rid of his kid?
He's smashing it in Nice.
He's smashing it. And I don't watch the French league. But other than that, I'm hearing what people say and I'm agreeing with them.
My best friend is French and he watches French league relentlessly. And he's saying that he's looking man of the match performances and another Arteta masterstroke.
It is another Arteta masterclass. And why are we getting rid of why are we running players down their contracts like Mustafi?
Yeah,
we could have got at least 15 million for him, but we're letting this guy go on the free. If Liverpool get Mustafi now, we probably only get what? We probably won't get nothing. He's on 90 grand a week. Yeah. And this is the problem with Arsenal Football Club. We are buying the wrong players. And this not only this comes down to Kroenke, but this comes down to the recruitment because we're getting all these players on a free and we're letting them go on the free. And then obviously we're paying all these players ridiculous wages. Kolasinac, not even gone yet. We're all about getting Ronison on loan. We've bought Matt Ryan, but we've not even used Matt Ryan at all. See, this is the problem with Arsenal Football Club. Odegaard as well. We're buying this guy on the loan, not match fit. He obviously plays 8 minutes, and this is another problem with Mikel Arteta. We buy players, and then they end up getting about 8-10 minutes, and we want to see what they look like. We've not even seen the glimpse of Odegaard yet.
I think
this is the problem with our football club.
Relentless Gunnar, you wanted to say something? Sorry.
Go
actually I have to go, but one last thing before I head out. This whole agenda and PR stuff is really gets under my skin because I don't know if you watched the Odegaard interview. They kept on asking him, you had a chat with Arteta, or Arteta convinced you. They kept on asking him over and over and over again. And I just feel like this club, all they care about is PR, it's nonsense. Like, we're hyping up this Odegaard guy. He was a very, very good footballer, don't get me wrong. But it's not like we're going to buy him. It's 4 months, and we're hyping him up like he's our player. He could have given a toss about Arsenal. It's on loan.
He isn't a James Madison or Jack Grealish. And
is he another Dennis Suarez? I mean, that's what I'm
saying. He's been injured 4 times, and he only played like about 300 minutes this season. How are you injured 4 times? He only played 300 minutes. Like, and he's playing in a tougher league. Listen, I think he's a very, very good footballer, but this whole hype train for him, I think is a bit too much. And I think a lot of people who are hyping him up are all like Ozil fanboys and all because he's left-footed and he plays attacking mid. Listen, you don't need an attacking midfielder to create every single chance. Like, there's other players on the pitch. And for me, listen, like I said, he's a good player and he has good potential, but it's a loan. And we only have him for about 4 months. And we're probably going to get knocked out of the Europa League. So we might not even see him play that many games. So
what was the point, right?
Yeah, what's the point?
It's true.
Anyway, I gotta head out, guys. Thank you for having me on.
Relentless, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Nice meeting you, mate. Nice meeting you.
And stay safe, mate. And I hope to speak to you and see you soon.
All right, big up. Have a good night.
Take care, mate.
Thank you.
See you later. Luca, you all right?
No, I'm good, thanks. Mate.
Yeah, he's a good.
Hopefully he can have a word with Stan Kroenke. So,
what are you drinking?
On my last one, I'm on the fourth one. So
right. Drink to Arteta out. So yeah. Are you? Yeah. What? Are you going to be doing any vlogs or anything on your
I
channel?
want to do some vlogs, but I can't because of lockdown. So that's why I'm doing football content. They're on about getting us out of lockdown March the 8th or something like that. And I'm like, it's too early. It's too early.
Yeah.
He was on my stream. Massive shout out to Arsenal Reviews. Check out his channel. He's on 4K nearly.
Wow.
So.
Any tips for Arsenal fan reviews? Just let us,
He has got a channel, and I don't know if he uploads it, but I don't look at it as much. But I did look at it before. He does I think he's got like a second channel about how you can get tips to make your channel grow.
All right, Arsenal fan reviews. I will check out some of his videos. And how are you? Yeah, how are you feeling about tonight? And are you Arteta in or Arteta out? I don't know, but everyone's got their opinion.
To me, he's Mikel Arteta in at the moment. He wants to see how we do at the moment, and he wants to see what we do from now until we play against that Manchester City game.
When Man City's not for a few weeks, but
it's like I think it's after Benfica or around Valentine's, so it's about 3 weeks or something like that. So not long. It will come. So
I don't believe in all.
We're gonna get battered. We're gonna get battered. I'll take a point right now. I'll shake my hand right now and take a point against Man City. So
for Man City.
Yeah, we never
won like 10 in a row.
Yeah, they have. We never beat Man City. When's the last time we beat Man City? FA Cup. But
so he says, I'll link a video in a second. Happy with a point, considering we were missing a few key players.
Exactly what I touched on.
Yeah, you're right. I hold my hand up for that. I agree. Good night, Liam, and
mate.
Yeah. And guys, do check out This Is Lucas Life. Really, really good YouTuber, as you can see. And yes.
Yeah, my subscribers keep going up and down at the moment. I don't know why YouTube's keep doing that. And also,
you know what? I've heard that's a lot of people. There's quite a few people. I mean, it happens to me, and it's a few others.
553 subs, and it's gone down.
I don't know if you know. I was watching this documentary. Do you know vidIQ?
No.
No, so basically it's a thing. It's a really good YouTube channel, but how to make your channel grow. And they're showing YouTube just took 700 subscribers away from them, just like that.
Jeez.
Yeah. And they've got close to 1 million subscribers, but for 700, that's still a lot. So
it is.
It can happen. Apparently, it can happen to anyone. And
I lost 37 subs once. So
700 subs, we'd be screwed.
I don't know. It'd be game over. But other than that, I'll check right now what I'm on now. So I'm on 543.
Yeah.
So I want to get to 600 by the end of March, and hopefully we come out of lockdown. But I don't think we'll come out of lockdown.
Drop your link in the chat. Drop your link in the chat. Can you do that?
Yeah. So, you might have to put me as a moderator. That's how.
Yeah. Are you a moderator?
No, you've never put me as a moderator. So
I don't know how do you do moderators on this?
On the link, right, in the chat.
Yeah.
It should say, where was it? I need to get the chat back up. Find it first. No, on the side, what you do is, I think there's like 3 dots, something like that, and you click add moderator or something like that. Like obviously you've got to do it because you're live and it's not my channel, it's your channel. And on the side there should be like 3 dots or something like that, and you put it as a moderator. Have you got anyone as a moderator in general? So I'm
just trying to see how I do it. Settings. Maybe my settings is different.
The barbers to open, man. I need a haircut. Look.
Where is it? I'm trying to look. Brand. Mate, I don't know.
No, on the YouTube live stream.
Right. This is StreamYard.
Yeah, but when people see it.
Yeah.
You could put yourself as a moderator. So I don't know. It's hard to explain, but it's something to do with like on YouTube. You put yourself as a moderator. You have to add it to me. I can't add it myself. So
I would have to do it on my phone or something.
Yeah. So if you go on your YouTube now on your phone and type in your channel, obviously you've turned the sound off because of the background, but it's just I don't know. It should say like you've got like 3 dots on the side to put it as a moderator.
Well, YouTube Studio,
something like that. But no. You go on your YouTube. What you're on now, right?
Yeah.
Like where am I? Let's try and find your channel now. So if I go on Arsenal Alex right now,
yeah,
I need to add myself as a moderator.
So I go to your YouTube channel. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Hold on.
No, your YouTube channel. Your YouTube channel.
Not Studio.
So if I put hi right now, you need to add me as a moderator. So try and see if we can do it on StreamYard or on your YouTube where you're live now. And then something like that.
All it's saying is put you in timeout or block you, which I don't want to do.
No, don't. But it's just say add moderator or something on the side.
Let's try it here.
It's hard to explain, but when I go live next, I will be going live maybe tomorrow or Tuesday morning or something.
Yeah, sorry, mate, but Mr. Arsenal Podcast, good evening. How are you?
Hello, welcome to the chat. Nice to meet you.
Wow, yes. God, no, I mean, Luca, how are you feeling? You all right to chat for a bit longer?
I don't mind, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
We ain't going anywhere, are we?
No. No.
But if anyone could explain how me showing my 40-year-old age, how to add moderators, I'd appreciate it. But I think
what it is, basically what you do is obviously with the moderators, you tend to obviously add it on the side. So
that's I
don't know. I'm not very good at YouTube, so.
Mr. Arsenal Podcast, how are you feeling after tonight? Are you feeling happy, positive? How was it all for you? Let me know. But yeah, I don't know. So so we're both Arteta out, or you're still to the end of the season. Or what are you saying with Arteta, or you're? Are you there, Luca?
Sorry, I switched off. Sorry, what were you saying?
Yeah, just regarding Arteta.
Like I touched on before, with Mikel Arteta, I'm not going to slag Mikel Arteta, but I'm sending Mikel Arteta out. But what I will say is to that, I'm going to back him to the end of the season because obviously we're all Arsenal fans at the end of the day. And I just look at him and think you can't really slag him off because he's our manager at the end. He's our manager now. And whatever results due, okay, we're not in the top 4. Yes, we want to be challenging for honour things. But I will back this manager until the summer, see what he does. And if we can get some good players in, then maybe I'll start seeing something with him. But before this result today, I said to myself today, if we would have beaten Man United, I would have changed my thoughts. But I'm going to back this manager from now. I'm not going to get into Mikel Arteta. But I am. I do come out in a bit and say something, but I am a Mikel Arteta out. But I'm not going to get into him because I'm obviously I want to back him and I want to be generous to him, and obviously I want to back this manager until the end of the season. So,
hold on, I just want to write. This is Lucas Live, guys. Just to let you know, this is late when you can add this and go and subscribe to him. Really, really good YouTuber. And Miss Mel, welcome to the chat. What you so Laka was unlucky today, hit the bar, but good to hear he's okay because if he wasn't, we would have Eddie for Wolves. Well, maybe he would actually see that Balogun is good, but yeah, good point. Like I don't know, was he unlucky? What do you think?
Well, what I think was with Lacazette, I was a bit disappointed, and with him taking the free kick, I just feel like obviously Granit Xhaka would have taken it because I felt Xhaka was in a decent position. He had his body in the right position. His body angle was in the right position, and I felt like if he would have taken that free kick, I think he would have scored that because obviously, when he scored that goal against Chelsea on Boxing Day, yeah, it wasn't a free kick, but I still think the way he was actually could have taken it, I think his body position would have been right, and I thought Xhaka was going to take it, and I said to myself, please don't let Lacazette take it because I think he would have missed. But if Xhaka would have taken it, I would have been confident we would have got this victory. But I thought Lacazette was very, very poor in general, but I think he tried. I think what I liked about Lacazette tonight, the positive thing is that obviously he was link-up playing, hold-up playing, and I really, really liked that. But other than that, I thought he was very, very unlucky. Look, he hit the crossbar, and all credits due to that.
Miss Mel also says Luis and Holding both had a great performance today. I mean, yeah, I think they worked well. Do you think?
I thought David Luiz and Holding were very, very good. I thought, like I said before, Rob Holding was very, very commanding. I thought he dealt it very well. There was a position where I remember with Edison Cavani, when he had those two sitters, I thought Holding dealt with it. David Luiz was going like that. Oh, David Luiz was going like that, as he usually does. And I said to myself, he looked like he was a defender as he was at Chelsea, showing that kind of experience what Arsenal need in the dressing room. But I think I like the partnership with David Luiz and Holding. But the worrying thing is, why is he dropping Gabriel?
Yeah, I don't get that.
I don't understand.
I think like
I'm kind of concerned.
he must have had COVID really bad because he just when he came back he didn't. Was it Southampton FA Cup? Did he play?
Yeah, it was Southampton FA Cup, and I thought he was obviously very, very, very harsh to not use him against Manchester United because when we first brought him in, nobody never knew who he was. But other than that, I just feel it's a bit harsh dropping him because I thought it was very unlucky for him to score an own goal against Southampton. It was a bit critical and harsh on him. But I think Gabriel overall, I don't understand why he's dropping him. Maybe because of the whole COVID situation. And exactly what Mr. Arsenal podcast says, he makes a really, really good point here. And we're now 7 points off Liverpool in top four. So I look at it right. I just feel that we might not get top four, but it's still mathematical. And he has made a good point in the chat. We are now 7 points off top four, and he's making a really good point because all it is a couple of wins, and it's a crazy season. Like with this whole pandemic situation, I don't think we'll get top four, in my opinion. I never thought we'll never get top four. But what I will say is to that, he has made a really, really good point, Mr. Arsenal podcast, because with 7 points off top four, we could beat Wolves. I'm not confident going into Villa, but Wolves, I think we can beat Wolves because Wolves in general, they're not all that. And then I think they've got a lot of problems behind the scenes and they're not on particularly good form. Yeah, I do think they've got a decent point against Chelsea. They lost to Palace, I think, today. So he has made a good point. I still think we've got a good chance of getting top four, but I do think Arsenal, once when they get Kieran Tierney and Smith and everyone else back, we've got a good chance, man. But look, it's a crazy season, so...
I think road to 1K, yes. I've made you a moderator, mate. So you can check.
You know how to do it in the end? You know how to do it?
Yeah, I've gone on it and figured it out. So I think I've made you a moderator. Check.
Yeah, that's okay. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Have a look. But I think tonight, if I could sum up, it just shows our squad maybe isn't used as well as it should be, and also obviously it isn't as big as it should be. Because again, if we want to win the league, we need more, which we all do as Arsenal fans. Then it needs strengthening because we only. I know there are three really good players in Tierney, Saka, and Aubameyang, but it's three players. And I've got a friend who's a Man United fan who lives in America. When Rashford announced himself against us, they had something like 7 or 8 first team players out.
When you lost 3-2 to Man United when we really could have won the league that season. Yeah, it was.
Liam, you're still here. Personally, Arteta is an egomaniac. Maniac? Dropping players who perform to benefit himself and not the team. Yes. Yeah. I mean, he's got, classic people would be Bellerin and Willian. You know, don't know why they play. Miss Mel says, will be nice if Mustafi is gone before the end of this month. If not, hope he is gone in the summer transfer window. Luca, would you miss Mustafi?
No, because I'll tell you why. Because Mustafi is a clown, and I just feel if he goes to Liverpool, it would be the most hilarious transfer window in my life. But the funny thing is, can you imagine if he wins the title with Liverpool? Like Liverpool, what 4 or 5 points off the top. So can you imagine if he lifts the Premier League title with Liverpool and actually does a good job? But I'm not sure what's going to happen with Mustafi. I think this whole Liverpool situation is a bit of a wind up. I think he's going to stay until the end of the season. So I just don't think he won't get in the squad as much. I think he'll play maybe some Europa League in case we get some injuries. And this is what annoys me with Arteta. He feels that obviously Mustafi can obviously play him as a squad player. Yeah, I get that. Mustafi was one of our best players last season. And I just feel I'm not going to miss Mustafi. So I think he needs to go. We all know he's rubbish. He's one of the worst. Even everybody in the chat, all you lovely people in the chat, including Mr. Arsenal podcast, I'm guessing he's obviously going to be thinking that Mustafi needs to go as well. So,
oh yeah, Liam, thank you for joining us. Really appreciate it, and thank you. I appreciate that, and hopefully I can continue and keep doing it, especially after this. Even though what I like about it, this stream, is even though it's 0-0, there's just so much to talk about. Because I don't know, like Arsenal, we've got so much to fix and sort that. Yeah, I could probably talk until 6 o'clock tomorrow morning about.
So can I,
But yeah, do you want to try typing something just to see if you're a moderator?
Yeah,
I just want to see if it works. That's all. Miss Mel says Mustafi's time at Arsenal is coming to an end, and hopefully the sooner the better. Yes. And Miss Mel, who else what would you like to see happen before the end of the window? By the way, she's a fantastic YouTuber, really good on the piano, does videos about drones with her drone and just seeing beautiful cities. Go check her out. Fantastic YouTuber, and obviously an Arsenal fan and a Canadian, just like me. Well, I probably didn't know, but I am part Canadian as well.
Yeah, I'm having a look. I'm having a look now. I'm just having a look.
Have a go, mate. But yeah, so for me, if I
yes, you've done the moderator. You've done this. It's on the spanner. You've done the moderator. Yeah, yeah, it's right. It's right.
Is it working?
Yeah.
Try typing something.
No,
just to say, maybe just want to check that I can actually do something, because I find I get so flustered and everything.
Yeah. I would show you, but I don't want to think it's actually copyright. So obviously.
Hi. Yeah. Miss Mel says hi. Cheers. Yeah. Why has it not got a spanner?
What do you mean?
Like the moderator thing. It doesn't show.
On StreamYard?
Yeah. I'm looking at that. Yeah.
No, it only comes up on YouTube. You can't get it on StreamYard because obviously you're live on YouTube. So something like that.
Yeah. Thank you, Mel. And Mel, I think you've hit one. Did you hit 1K? If so, congratulations to you, by the way. I'm not sure.
What she means obviously she wants to get to 1K. She's on the road to 1K.
Yeah. Okay. So I think you'll easily do it because you've got a lot of good content. And so yeah, I want to see a left back. I would love to see Mustafi go. I actually don't give a damn.
Do you know what I think will happen if he goes? We're going to end. Actually, he can't go out on loan, or can he go out on loan because he's under contract until the end of the season? And we're going to be sending him for nothing. Can he actually go out on loan?
Apparently, we're going to terminate his contract again. That's
well,
but slowly trying to. You'll get there. But no, if Mustafi goes, I won't miss him. But who else needs to go, mate? Who else needs to go?
What, in this window or in general? In general, Xhaka's got to go. He's not good enough at the end of the day. Bellerin's got to go. Kolasinac needs to go. Send him on a free because it makes sense because we brought him on a free. Holding, maybe I'll keep him, but I'm not the biggest fan with Rob Holding, but I'll keep him because he signed a contract. Could be there for backup. Callum Chambers, I think things are not working out. I think we can get a decent money for him. We probably won't get all the money back what we paid for him, but I reckon we can get about 10, 12 million. Because I think we paid about 16 million in 2014 when we bought him. So I think we can get about 10, 12 million, minimum 10 million at max, as long as Arsenal are not stupid to keep him. I'm trying to think who else needs to leave. Danny Ceballos needs to go. I think Maitland-Niles is going to go in the summer, which I think is a bit of a. I saw your video yesterday. Made a really good point on that. I think it's a bit disgusting in my opinion because I think with I don't know why he's getting the Maitland-Niles. I think I like him when he plays at right back.
The only reason they're in place is because Arteta put him up for adoption when he came to the UK, which is the truth. He actually did put him up. That is true. He did. It is true. Not he gave him a place to stay when he was a player. I'm not joking.
Wow. I'm completely shocked.
Yeah, which would make sense. Spanish, and when
I thought you were joking around. I thought it was all jokes.
No, that was for apparently. Yeah. What? Yeah. So Mo Smell says Willian looked injured today. He wasn't as awful as past games. Thoughts? Yes, I agree. Wasn't that
okay when he came on? I thought like that chance what he had. I knew he wasn't going to get it in. It's Willian for you, but can you imagine he goes through a whole season not actually scoring a goal? That would go down to one of the worst signings of all time. Like literally one of the free agents. We're like when we first bought Willian, I got Willian on the back of my shirt. I don't know why. I've got a shirt in my room.
How many Arsenal shirts have you got this season, mate?
I've got this as a training top. I haven't had this for long. About a week and a half I've had this.
Did you see the training top tonight? You haven't got that, have you?
No.
They do a training top every bloody week. You know what I mean?
Man, I saw Robbie literally going to get this. And then literally I thought to myself, I'll get it. And I thought I wasn't really keen on it. But I thought, you know what? When you try it on, it's actually all right. It reminds me of like an AC Milan kit. But other than that, I've got a couple of few training tops, but this is my favourite. This is every time I wear this for match day. I don't wear the kit what you're wearing at the moment. I don't wear the white. I wore the white one the other week, but I don't really wear. I don't wear my Willian shirt anymore now. I don't wear it anymore.
Yeah, Chris, thank you for.
I've got loads of Arsenal shirts.
Yeah,
I've got a Mustafi shirt. I've got a Shamak shirt. I've got a Jack Wilshere shirt. I've got a Torreira shirt. I've got a Lacazette shirt. I've got an Aubameyang shirt. I've got an Ozil shirt. I
mean, what else is there to spend money on now? Just be honest.
There's nothing. We're in the pandemic.
You can't go out. You can't go on holiday. So
why not making vlogs? That's why I've started to do football content. What am I supposed to make?
Let me just read this comment, mate.
I have about 2, 3, 4 channels, and literally I don't upload it. This is the main one what I really upload.
Laps Ramps 2025. Everyone realised Goldbridge and Football Terrace made a fool out of every brainwashed local crowd that went online, actively supporting Rashi Marshall Greenwood. History being made, fraud was done. I don't know do you get that? I don't know what to say. I guess you're a United fan.
Question, but
I think you're welcome to the chat and thank you for coming. And I'm sure you're an angry United fan. Do I interpret that right?
I'm guessing what he means is he looks a bit very angry at the moment. So
with United, I mean, there's a lot of angry United fans, and that's good. They demand success.
They will. They're a bigger club than us. They've always been a bigger club than us. Yeah, we've ahead of them like 5 out of the 7 seasons, and yeah, Man United have not beaten us in the Premier League for 3 consecutive seasons. We picked 4 points in the last 3 competitive seasons in Premier League games, and they haven't beaten us since the 29th of April 2018. That's in the Premier League, though. But in all competition, that time they beat us in the FA Cup under Unai Emery. But we've got a pretty good record against Man United in recent games, like 5, 6 games unbeaten, and hopefully we can keep that on. And it's mad. And I think Man United are always a bigger club than Arsenal. They've got a better squad than us. And
do you think if Wenger hadn't messed up so much, we could have been closer to them with trophies? Like,
well, yeah, 100%. If Wenger wasn't being his himself, we would actually be where he should have
we
gone.
won 3 league titles in a row.
Yeah, we did.
2003. I don't know if you. I'm old enough to remember that.
It's a title. I've been an Arsenal fan since we moved to the Emirates, and I never used to like football. I used to like animate stuff, so I never used to like football. And then my old neighbours got me into football, and I became an Arsenal fan since then. But in 2008, I nearly quit the club. I liked Man United, but lucky I didn't choose Man United. Because what happened was when Arsenal lost 5-1 to Tottenham that time, I don't know if you remember, it was in the 2007-8 season. We lost 5-1 to Tottenham, and I nearly supported Man United that day. But I've known a lot of people from 2008 to 2021. So nobody, if I never had YouTube in 2008 because I was in teenager days. But I remember I would have became a Man United fan, and this wouldn't have been called an Arsenal channel. It would have been a Man United fan. So I stuck with the club, and I'm an Arsenal fan to the day I die, and I will support this club through. So we're all good at the end of the day.
Talk about your Arsenal. Miss Mel says Luca owns Adidas, the company itself, or the Arsenal Stadium gift shop. Maybe you and Ty could do a collaboration.
Mate, I'm not being funny, but with Ty, he wears this. I don't want to be biased or anything, but with Ty, he wears the same suit every single time. He's 50 years old.
I've met him a few times. He's such a nice guy.
He is. I met him when Arsenal drew 2-2 to Chelsea one time in 2018. So
yeah. So this Laps Rams. You must be a United fan. Brainwash. Okay. And as an Arsenal fan, would you fear Lukaku, Zaha, Depay, or Marshall, Rashford, or Greenwood? What do you mean? One out of all of them, mate? Or yeah, for me, if I could pick out of all of those,
who to come?
As who would I fear? This is what this person is saying. I
know my pick.
I'm going to go Zaha. Or who would I fear? I think that's who would I fear?
I'll go with Rashford.
Yeah, or Rashford. Because Zaha, the reason I say Zaha, he's had so many good performances against us.
Yeah.
That I know he didn't turn up against us in a 0-0, but 90% of the time he smashes us to pieces. And I've been there when we lost 3-2 to Crystal Palace, and he was unbelievable. He was brilliant. Yeah, so
I'll go with Marcus Rashford because with Romelu Lukaku, his record in the Premier League is crap against the top six, and he don't fear me. Of course, he scored against us a couple of occasions at Everton, but Lukaku, he doesn't fear me. But now he's a beast at Inter Milan, and now he's bossing it and he's killing it in Serie A. Scored about 20+ goals. I wonder if he ever came back to the Premier League, would he actually be able to show that physical presence from the Serie A going into the Premier League? So for me, I'm going to go with Marcus Rashford because when he made his debut, that's why we're in the season when Leicester won the league, where we should have won
against us, like everyone loves to, Wayne Rooney and especially Man United.
Rooney used to always score against Arsenal every single time. Like Man United, it took us 14 years to beat Man United at Old Trafford, and then we get a draw today and picked up 4 points in general. But Rashford's got to go down in recent years because I was so disappointed. When I looked at that team, I thought, we'll beat United. But every time when someone like that happens, we don't capitalise. We always lose.
So I think, and also Lukaku, Depay, Zaha versus Greenwood, Rashford, Martial. Probably Greenwood, Rashford, Martial because of pace and youth and power. And so in that, let me put this back to you, Laps Ramps, that maybe Ollie is not doing the right thing if he's not playing those three as an attacking three. I don't know. But I mean, I know a lot of Man United fans are not happy with Ollie. No. I wouldn't mind him. But
but Ollie's doing a good job at the moment. He's doing a really, really good job at the moment.
They're in for a title. They're still they're not they're on they're in the mix. I know Sheffield United was a mad result, but they're just what's it 3 points off Man City. I know Man City are playing amazing, but in my opinion, there's 4 teams in it.
There is 100%.
Leicester, Liverpool, Man City, Man United. I don't know if you agree, disagree.
I think 4 good teams who are playing it is Man United, Leicester, Man City, maybe kind of Liverpool a little bit because that result maybe is creeping back to them. And I know they've got a very tricky West Ham side. And I expect Liverpool to beat West Ham. West Ham are on a bit of a good run. And this is what I don't get. People could slag David Moyes up. He's never won a trophy at West Ham. But how is he doing so well? Like every time when he goes to a club, he's going to get the sack. But David Moyes has somehow found a club where it suits him and he does well at West Ham. That's what I don't understand.
So, the David Moyes is doing a great job don't you think? Or
yeah,
I don't know.
I think
they got Liverpool tomorrow. That's going to be a really good game.
That's going to be a really, really interesting game.
Yeah, just promote myself a bit there, but yeah, Luke, I appreciate. I mean, thank you for staying on for so long, mate. I mean,
hey, mate, no worries, man.
And like I said, go and check him out. Really, really good YouTuber. Can't speak highly enough of him. And yeah, he's really, really good.
Channel to 600 subscribers, and if we don't, we all do YouTube for fun, and we all polite, and obviously let's grow together, and obviously put a smile on our face and be positive, and also let's get this channel going. And if we don't get to my target, I could be patient, and we all do YouTube for fun. Anyone wants to come on your channel, my channel, share their opinion about us and also Arsenal, they're all up for grabs.
What you do cooking as well, cooking challenges, is that right?
Yeah, LQ? I haven't really uploaded on the LQ challenge because what it is, I use that channel as a backup, and obviously I haven't really thought anything of any challenges. I always keep saying I want to do it, but I more want to concentrate on this channel. And obviously me and my girlfriend have got a channel as well, and we're already on 50 subs, and it's called It's the Couple Thing. So obviously we were planning to do a video, but when we do come out of lockdown, whenever that is, we've got a couple of ideas what we're going to make, and I don't know what we're going to do, but obviously I speak to my missus about that. But other than that, I like to concentrate on my main channel, and I'm not trying to obviously self-promote myself. I would never do that and all that stuff. But what I will say is obviously we all do YouTube for fun, and I'm happy with the subscribers what I've got. And I've experienced me getting to 1K in the past. And what I will say is to that, we all do YouTube for fun. And if anyone wants to come on your channel, my channel, they're all up for it, and share their opinion about us. What do they think about our channel? What do they think about Arsenal this season? Anyone's free to come on, even if it's only one person in the chat. It doesn't matter. But what you expect to see me? Well, the thing is, I haven't uploaded as many vlogs as I consistently. That's why I started to do these streams. But when we do, I don't know when we're going to come out of lockdown. And I don't have a clue. Maybe it'll probably be like Easter, summertime. I am planning to do a lot of vlogs. Like, this channel was not really made to be a football content. It was mainly to be a vlog channel. And obviously now I've started to bring football content to come in because it's something to do during lockdown. Not just because obviously I want to get views, but what I'm trying to say is obviously I want to do it for fun, and I just want to do it for entertaining. And I brought FIFA Stream back the other week, and I thought, is that really a good idea to do? People liked it, people didn't. But
yeah, it was good, man. It was good.
It was good. And what you expect to see on my channel is just, well, tomorrow or Monday morning, I'm expecting to do a Wolves preview on StreamYard and vlogs and that. I don't know when I'm going to make a vlog. And I have
lockdown.
How long do you reckon we'll be in lockdown for?
I think everyone's going to. In my opinion, as soon as the weather, especially, starts to get better, people have had enough. And I know a few people. I know.
I heard it's 0.7 at the moment.
It's going down in London. Not to get too political, but it's dropping big time because no one is.
Bedford. I live in Bedford, Bedfordshire. So obviously, I'm not far from like places like Luton and all that. Bedfordshire, Bedford, and the cases are getting worse over here. But in London, I've heard it's gone down a little bit. So
it's not. I don't know. In my opinion, it just has to. Everything has to open. At the end of the day, we all have to get on with life. We've got to learn to live with this. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Offer everyone the vaccine, and I don't want to get too political. Don't want to get, but
can you see us getting back to normality?
Eventually, yes, because not, but I don't know when, because this isn't normal. This is not. You can't keep doing this forever, because everyone, even the most patient people, and I'm pretty patient, would have had enough.
Yeah.
And meeting friends and stuff, and
like I can't see my girlfriend. I haven't seen my girlfriend since December. So obviously,
but that's everyone's entitled to do what they want.
And my birthday's in March, so it's in a month's time. So
beginning of March.
Yes, no, it's beginning of March. So obviously, I can't see anyone then, which is fair enough. We all got to follow the guidelines and make sure people wash their hands. But hopefully, I'm confident we will come out of lockdown, but I think we'll come out maybe like May, June time.
I hope you're wrong, mate.
Well, I hope I'm wrong, because I want to be wrong. I want to be proved wrong. I don't want to be right. So,
well, because hopefully we'll get to go to a match next season.
Let's hope so. So, I can start singing again. So,
I'm gonna wrap it up in a minute because
that's fine. Yeah,
going over 2 hours. And
is this like the longest stream you've ever done? Is this your longest stream you've ever done?
Yeah. What about you? What's your longest you did?
Well, on my old channel, when I had 1,400 subs, I did a charity NHS. I kind of made it up, and I went live for 6 hours.
6 hours,
non-stop.
And you didn't, no toilet break, no food break.
Well, I did. I went toilet and all that stuff.
You kept it going. You don't have to be
I had 700 views nearly on that.
How much?
Nearly 700.
Thanks, Miss Mel. Yeah, 7. Well, so
77. I don't know. It was like nearly 700 views and all that stuff. And my highest views I had on that channel was 20K, 20,000 is whatever they like to call it. And that was the Olympiacos club. And I kept getting Olympiacos fans trolling me non-stop. Consistency to keep putting 2-1, 2-1, 2-1. And I'd like, I don't know, like 300-400 comments or something like that. That was like, man, the highest views I've got on this channel is 2,000 something. That was one video. And yours with your Aubameyang video.
2K, yeah. 2K. I've had one video with 6K and quite a few have won, but nothing really. It's just, I think now it's just YouTube they seem to be.
Yes.
I don't know.
What frustrates me is obviously I don't have a problem with it, but obviously I don't want people to think that obviously I'm self-promoting, but I'm not self-promoting. I'm doing YouTube for fun. But what I will say is, like, we all grow our channels, but I know we're going to lose subscribers and all that stuff, and that's what everybody's frustrating is. But what I don't understand is obviously people subscribe, but they don't subscribe. I know people have their types of their opinion. People are types of their opinion on that. But we all do YouTube for fun, don't we? So,
yeah. All right, mate. So,
thanks for having me on.
Yeah, Luca, take care, mate. And let me know about your Wolves preview. And
I'm going to maybe do a Wolves preview maybe tomorrow some point. It'll probably be around afternoonish. And obviously record it on StreamYard. It's the most easiest thing anyway. But other than that, I'll probably do that as well. And then talk about that game coming up and the prediction lineup. And what do I think about how do we approach them and their form, and the last meeting. And then I don't know what other vlogs I'm going to make because we're in lockdown. I'll have to try and upload some consistency. I do keep saying this, but
it's hard, man.
It's hard at the moment. But I think we will come out of lockdown this year, but I don't know when. Maybe late summer, maybe beginning of the summer, maybe late May time. But when we do come out, I have got places where I'm suggesting. I want to go to like Manchester. I want to go to Blackpool. I want to do a seaside vlog again.
You want to get on with your life.
I do, mate, and that's it.
This is Luca's life, isn't it? But
my girlfriend suggested me to call this channel, so I went along with it. So,
but yeah. So keep going and keep growing. But yeah, me, it's hard to do it because I've got a family and I'm working, and so I do it when I can.
So am I. So,
but yeah. All right, mate.
Yeah, thanks for being on, mate. I'll let you get on and won't disturb your time. And
I'll go into bed in a bit.
I'm going to watch a bit of TV, play a bit of music loud, and then just go sleep. And then that's it.
Staying up all night.
Yeah, probably till about another hour and go sleep.
And another day of lockdown.
Yeah, may Lord it continues.
All right, mate.
Yeah, all right. Thank you very much for letting me.
Take care. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
See you later. Bye.
See you later. Bye.
So yeah, that's really, really great. Thank you, Luca. Go and subscribe to him, and I really appreciate absolutely all of you coming on. Once again, this was Arsenal 0, Manchester United 0, but lots of football chat, and I look forward to doing more with you. Coming up next week, I will do a Wolves preview Monday evening, I think. So I'm going. I'm tired. It's been great. Take care, everyone, and yes, stay safe. And I'll see you all soon. Smash a like, subscribe if you're new, share my content, and take care, you wonderful people. Good night.